I always told myself that once I got my forever home, a pool was a must-have. What I didn't realize was how many ways that priority could go sideways if I choose the wrong pool for my backyard. Before you commit to digging up your lawn, here's what you need to know about the above ground and in-ground pools. A tight budget doesn't mean no pool. If you want to save money and be in the water without losing your entire summer to a construction crew, an above ground pool is the shortcut. While an in-ground build can drag on for 12 weeks of digging and plumbing, you can have an above ground kit up and running in a weekend. You essentially skip the dirt and bulldozers phase and go straight to the hosting your first pool party. The trade-off, of course, is longevity. You'll likely be replacing that pool in 7 to 15 years. Compare that to an in-ground pool, which is a 50-year commitment. Think decades of 4th of July cookouts and grandkids learning to swim in the same water. Just keep the resurfacing schedule in mind. Every decade or so, you'll need to refresh the finish, and if you crunch the numbers, that cost is roughly the same as buying a brand new above ground unit. Also, before you start planning the perfect spot for your pool, look at your land. If you start digging and hit solid rock or water, an in-ground pool is going to bleed money on specialized equipment and drainage systems during the build. Think of spending quadruple the amount you would have spent on excavation. Above ground pools are a bit more forgiving on uneven ground, especially with a semi-in-ground setup, because they require less excavation and can be partially buried into a hillside rather than demanding the entire yard be leveled flat. There's also the factory quality control. With an above ground kit, you know exactly what's showing up on the truck. In-ground pools are built on site, which is really just code for hope the crew didn't have a rough night before they poured your concrete. My neighbor has spent the last year trying to fix his pool's thin shell after his contractors added too much water to the gunite, and cracks started spiderwebbing across the floor. Personally, I wouldn't touch an in-ground project without a vetted crew I trust. For the swimming experience, forget the diving board if you're going above ground. You're usually looking at about 4.5 feet of water, perfect for cooling off or playing a game of volleyball, but definitely not deep enough for diving. In-ground pools offer you a 10-foot deep end for diving or a 50-foot lane for laps. You can also customize them with tanning ledges or a built-in spa. I can already see myself drinking an ice-cold Topo Chico on that tanning ledge.